Here we go.
What did that? Okay.
Let's get poppin' with pop-up praise. Let's get poppin' with pop-up praise. Shout out to the music with your voices raised. It's time to get poppin' with pop-up praise. Let's get poppin' with pop-up praise. Let's get poppin' with pop-up praise. So much to talk about, so much to say, so it's time to start your day. Poppin' with pop-up praise.
Hey everybody, hi, we're back. We're back. I'm Kimberly and I'm so excited to be here tonight. We're doing something kind of special, new, wrapping a whole bunch of stuff up together like we did the last time. And so welcome tonight. What you are watching is not a repeat of my birthday broadcast. It is actually the start and the debut of a new show, a new podcast that we call Pop Up Praise. So we're only going to be here for a short little while, popping up to praise God, to play music, to chit chat, have a lot of fun, and continue where we left off with the birthday. So tonight is very special because we're here to say thank you. This is our debut, and it is also our thank you broadcast to say thank you to all of you who came out. The feedback has been fantastic. You all came out strong, and I want to make sure that we say to you how much we appreciate you, how much I appreciate you, because you were just absolutely a joy to work with. So tonight, however, I am really excited because I am here with two of the folks that were with me, my right hand and my left hand. And that is, gonna see if I get this right. There's Daryl Ford, the legendary Daryl Ford. We all remember him. We grew up with Daryl. He was the voice of gospel music. So everybody, that's pretty much anybody, or anybody and everybody. Because, well, if you weren't on WMUZ, I just don't know. And alongside him is Mike E. Now, we all know that amazing guitar sound, and tonight you're going to hear some more of that. So I'm really excited about that, and here we are all together. So, hey, welcome everybody to Pop Up
Hey,
Praise.
what's up? What's up? Popping up.
Hey. Yeah, so
Hey.
again, we just want to say thank you to everybody, and let's talk a little bit about it. Did you guys have fun last week? What stood out and about what we did last week? How about you, Mike?
Man, it was amazing. First, it was like a homecoming for me, in a way, with my Detroit peeps on. It's amazing, Daryl, that both of our careers have, I won't say come full circle, they've been on a parallel, and we still hanging, Doc, from God's World to WMUC to commission at, what was that, Orchestra Hall or Music Hall or something, to here, to through the whole Mikey run. And I'm happy to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, so Daryl, were
Well,
you a part
Kim,
of that? Go ahead.
part of what?
A part of the Wheels roller rink when he said that, it made me think about how far
Oh
back we
man.
went, and I was
Oh
like,
man.
were you on the
Oh
skates out
man.
there with us too, Daryl?
Well, I wasn't on skates because I broke my back in a car accident, so you'll never see me on skates.
Right.
But I was a sponsor of TGIF Gospel Late Skate, which happened
Yeah.
every Friday night. And man, everybody and their
Kim.
little brother would show up. We had a fabulous time, and
And the funny
Mikey
thing
was
about then
hanging
is the
out,
skating
and
rinks was like,
we do birthday parties. We party.
yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
skating rinks were like two neighborhoods.
Yeah,
You had the
it was
Northland
crazy. It was
crowd, and
wild.
then
It
you
was
had the
fun.
Wheels crowd.
Yeah, it was. It was Northland and Wheels. But
Right.
yeah, it was pretty
Right.
cool back then. So getting back to last week, Daryl, you hosted it, and we had about oh gosh, total that were participating live was about 93, and a little over 300 have watched it. And today I'm still getting calls saying, "Can you send me a copy?" So I'm going to make sure that we put it up on Facebook. And on YouTube so that you can pull it down. But Daryl, what did you think of last week? How did you feel?
Groundbreaking, because I don't know if anybody else has ventured into the AI space on the gospel music side of the ledger. And so I think, and kudos to you and congratulations to you, because I think first, so I'll take my hat off, but I didn't get a haircut, but I just want to salute you again, because you're pioneering into a space that is going to be here. I mean, I don't think AI is going anywhere anytime soon, but the response was great. The music was great. It was a bunch of fun for me. And as Mike said earlier, he said it was a homecoming for him, but it was a reunion for me, because I haven't seen Mike in a good 30 years. And he was one of the people that really, to me, was an innovator in gospel music, because back then, the quartets were the quartets, the choirs were the choirs, but the choirs didn't do a whole lot in the way of venturing away from the organ, the piano, and the drums. And when Mikey showed up with Commission and with Clark Sisters and with the Winans, I mean, the flavor that he brought to the table was game-changing. So that night, what we did on the Did You Praise Much was groundbreaking for me on a couple of levels, because bringing Mike back to Detroit, I felt like it was just good, Kim. So kudos to you.
Yeah. And I tell you what else was cool. Just piggybacking on what you were saying about Mike E, is we can't forget he was the pioneer in gospel rap music. That album, that it's still hot. When I hear it today, I'm like, oh no, that's hot. You know how some rap just feels dated. And I can watch that. What is My Father's House? Come and Go With Me to My Father's House. It was just, I was like, wait a minute, what's this like? Gosh, he was on. You were definitely on. Yeah. But it was great to have you
And
back.
you owe a lot of that. I owe a lot of that. We owe a lot of that to Geraldine Marvell Miller Wright, my mom.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting on the floor in the kitchen, about 9 years old, 10, and even then I couldn't figure out, Daryl, why rock concerts could sell out arenas, but we can barely fill up a church on a Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? Back then, and we were supposed to have the juice and what people need to hear. And I said, but they took our music from us. And my mother said one line to me, 3 words: take it back. That's what she said. Take it back and use it for your good.
Yeah.
And I took that to heart, you know what I mean? So I never was afraid of sounding like them. I never was afraid of my music being a groove or a beat like them. I never was afraid of it being too loud like them, because evidently what they were doing was reaching somebody, and you're right. Our genre of music has remained the same since Coretta Scott King and Mahalia Jackson, for the most part. Choir music is just choir music. But now, thanks to people like Ty Tribbett and stuff, that Pastor Mike and them guys is even branching out from there. So I give that credit to my mom.
Yeah.
Well, and thanks to people like Mike E, who, I remember during the Winans concerts, and not just those, but Commission, you seemed to be, I don't want to say you seemed to be in your own world, but you had your own groove, you had your own feel, you had your own flavor, and it was impossible to be at that concert and not be impacted by not just your music, but your persona.
That's
And I
true.
think that's
Yeah.
so important
That's true.
because so many times, like I think in another conversation, we were talking about, everybody being in black and blending into the background. But when you have a fully developed persona and a vision, because obviously you had a vision to do more than just the regular old, 1, 4, 5 chords and then go out.
There you
You
go.
had a vision that was really ahead of its time. So kudos to you, brother.
Absolutely.
And you're still doing it strong. I just heard your latest cuts. You slamming, so just keep doing what you're doing.
And y'all, and I'm gonna say this, Kimberly, really quick. Y'all don't know how close the Winans came to being a velvet bow tie, matching tuxedo wearing, hip slapping quartet. But Marvin told me, he said, man, I was 15. He preached at my dad's church. He was like, man, you got, and I didn't know him. I had just met him that day. And he was like, man, you got to come and play with us because my father got this idea that we can really, do, and I need some help. I said, okay, man, then I'll do that. Whatever I can do to fit, I'm with it. But I ain't wearing no matching suit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that.
That's funny. Well, we're on a we're right here on the turning edge or cutting edge of another era of music, of gospel music, and I want to keep that conversation going because I love what we're doing now. It's like it's not that we're just. I think you said it best, Mikey, when you said AI doesn't tell you what to do; you tell it what to do. And it's a tool that can bring us all together in such a way that, we're all working together. I've got, Daryl's working on something. You and I did something. We're going to play that tonight. And it's like, wow, it's a whole new world. And yet, it's amazing, so I guess we're all just really coming into this world, and like I said, I want to keep the conversation going because a lot of people feel there's a mysticism when it comes to AI. People are nervous about AI. It's gonna, or either they just don't like it because it's gonna take jobs and things like that. But it's like, oh, AI, I don't know about that. Well, AI has been here. Your Siri was AI. Is AI. Your Alexa in every room is AI. Your GPS is AI. You've been dealing with AI for a long time. It just finally got to you where you can now prompt it and program it. So, Daryl, where do you see what opportunities do you see out there for musicians and artists, or just in gospel? How can we carve our niche in the gospel industry and establish something really powerful?
Well, I want to go back to a discussion we had in the original broadcast when I brought up the names of pioneers in gospel music, Oral Watkins, LaBarbara Whitehead, and people in that generation. They sang, they blessed our hearts, they were anointed, but they didn't have no product. They didn't have, after the concert was over, after the church service was over, they got a handshake and a pat on the back, but nothing to go in their pocketbook or their purse. AI presents that opportunity for all of the guys and the young ladies that we know that bless our hearts from Sunday to Sunday and from Chitlin Circuit concert to concert and midnight musical, but they don't have no product. AI gives them the opportunity, in my opinion, to be able to get some product without having to go into the studio and spending $3, $4, $5, $10,000 on a couple of cuts and then being able to sell them to the concerts. No, we can provide artists with fully produced musical productions and all you got to do is come put the voice on it. That's the future that I see for AI, which takes nothing away from musicians, working musicians. Musicians are always going to be needed. Musicians are always going to be. It's just going to be a little change. It was just like when I was years ago, I would play for weddings, and then eventually, tracks replaced me sitting there at the organ for 3 hours. All of a sudden, people were singing the track, and it shifted. So this is a shift, and I think in gospel music and in the church world, we can be so slow to catch on to stuff instead of going with the flow and going with the vibe. So Kim, again, and Mike, kudos to you guys for being on the cutting edge, because they're trailblazers. We're just going to follow suit. That's what we're going to do.
To add to that, Kim, right quick, Daryl is exactly right in everything he said. But the one thing that we're going to have to pay attention to in this AI-produced world of music now, because you're right, Kim, it ain't like this. Y'all been talking to Siri for years, and that's all she is. So imagine if Siri learned how to sing. You know what I mean? She'd be singing now. The thing that AI is going to cause to happen, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody that's already out here, including me, no, first me, is that the quality of the sound of AI is going to elevate beyond your wildest dreams. I mean, I'm even playing better today. I bought some gear for myself and a new guitar and all of that kind of stuff to keep up with the sound and the production of AI. And you're right, Daryl, to be able to have that sound and that production literally at your fingertips now. All you got to do is have the mind, you know what I mean? But you watch, the quality of music, period, is going to elevate.
Wow, that's interesting. Daryl, you mentioned, you kind of mentioned that, touched on that the other day when you talked about the vocals and how the vocals were so, what did you say, doing things that humans can't do?
having a musical ear and a penchant for phraseology and breathing.
So you can't hold a note for 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
I'm like, wow.
Like, how did you do that?
And it sounded great. Don't get me wrong. It sounded great, but translating that to a live situation is, yeah. But those are the things we learn as we move forward with the technology. How to incorporate the quote unquote human factor into the automated intelligence, which personifies what it is we do, what it is we say, and how we sound. So it's all good. So it's just a matter of learning those tweaks and incorporating them into the finished product. That's all.
Yeah, and
it sounded great.
I kind of, I'm just piggybacking on what you said, Michael. I could see, like with sports and things like that. You go to the Olympics today, you see people doing things that, Peggy Fleming and, Nadia Comaneci or Nucci, I don't know how to say her name. But anyway, those greats back then could not do with their bodies, and they're doing it now. Nope. And there are people that are doing stuff vocally today that we didn't hear in Mattie Moss Clark's choir and stuff like that. So I don't know that people will ever get to the point where they can phrase or hold those notes or do the vocal acrobatics that AI can do, but it probably will push folks to start going a little bit further than where they are. Yeah. So
and I'm gonna say this to us brother and sister Christians, the brother folk and the female folk that look at AI totally incorrectly. And I'm gonna use my cousin as an example. I said, I'm telling about an AI, and she's diehard Church of God in Christ, and she's That's the devil. God is the devil. And then 2 seconds later, she goes, Siri, what time is Chinaman close? You know, so don't cheat yourself out of something that's going to be a phenomenal piece of art if you use it that way. It's just like everything else. It can be used for good or it can be used for bad.
Absolutely. I mean, there are no violins inside of my keyboard over there, but I promise you that I can play it. So, like I said, we want to drop something tonight. This is a very short pop up event that we do, that we're going to be doing ongoing. And so you'll be seeing a lot more of that. And so we want to hear something tonight. And tonight it's a song that didn't make the birthday before broadcast. It's called "Prayer Changes Things." It is featuring Mike E. Wright, and this is where AI and actual instrumentation, they intersect. This is really pretty cool. And this is what we're talking about, taking music to the next level and using this tool. So in the meanwhile, I'm talking directly to all of you who are out there watching and listening on Facebook and YouTube and Insta. I need you to go out. We're going to drop it. We're going to put in the comments exactly where you can find or click on and link. But we're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, iTunes, Apple Music. So anything that you hear here, you'll be able to access. In fact, I just say right now, Alexa, play "Prayer Changes Things" by DigiPraise, and Alexa is gonna play it for you. So hey, right now we're gonna head over there and let's take a listen to "Prayer Changes Things."
When the night feels heavy,
that's loud. That's loud.
and the storm won't move. When the tears are falling and you don't know what to do, there's a place you can run to, a name you can call, and the moment you live that prayer, he hears it all. He said me not always to pray and never faint. Keep on calling his name, he'll meet you right where you stand. 'Cause prayer changes things. Oh, prayer changes things. In the name of Jesus, mountain move and angels sing. He said, ask anything in my name and I will do it. So no matter what you're going through, just pray. 'Cause prayer changes. When your strength is fading and your hope feels low, when the answers hide from you and the path won't show, lift your voice to heaven. Don't you let your faith slip, for heaven starts moving every time your hands are lifted. He said men ought always to pray and never faint. Keep on pressing in, he's never failed the same. 'Cause prayer changes things. Oh, prayer changes things. In the name of Jesus, every chain comes undone, every captive free. He said, ask anything in my name and I will do it. So no matter what you're walking through, just pray, 'cause prayer changes things. Oh, praise. He promised he would do it. So keep on praying, keep on trusting, keep on calling on Jesus. Prayer changes things. Yes, prayer changes things. In the name of Jesus, heaven moves on wings. He said, ask anything in my name and I will do it. So hold on, keep praying, keep believing, just pray. 'Cause prayer changes things. Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
How fun was that, Michael?
Man, that was crazy. I got to thank my producer and his wife, Benny and Kimberly, because I said this time around, Daryl, since this is, I ain't going to say it's going to be my last time around, but it's going to be my time around. And I'm going to play the music that I love and the way it makes me feel good. And we was talking about that anointing the other day. That brother is got something on that voice. That brother ain't no joke. You know?
Man.
He put some stank on it.
Man.
I was like, that happened so fast. I mean, it was so cool how we did that because I'm in Detroit, you're in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, back in the day when we first started flying and sampling, and Quincy Jones did a session in LA, and Paul Jackson played guitar in New York. We thought that was the most, and they did it in real time. You know, they was using tape and everything, and we thought that was the most phenomenal thing ever. Like the time Bill Cosby was on the Huxtable show, and he introduced that sampler. You know what I'm saying? And recorded his voice and played it back on the keyboard. So this is just the next phase of that. But like I said, what you put in there is gonna come out. And Kimmy, you put something on that right there.
That's one of my favorites. I say that about almost all of them.
She put
that song.
She put that stank on it.
That's changing things.
So that was hot. So listen, y'all. Y'all want to hear that? It's out there. It's on Apple Music. It's like I said, just say Siri, play Prayer Changes Things, and Siri will start playing it. So yeah, that was pretty hot. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I just can't even believe I actually did a work with Mike E. Wright. Oh my
God. You crazy. Bro.
Never imagined that. So what you got coming up, huh?
That was my honor.
Thank you. It's an honor for me too. Daryl, you got some stuff coming out.
Yeah.
We're going to be dropping it right here. And listen, before Daryl chimes in, I want you to know we'll be continuing this conversation and music and all this other type of stuff. But there's a whole lot of other really important conversations that go on every Friday night on Spotlight, hosted by Daryl Ford. So you want to make sure that when you're not watching Pop-Up, that you're looking for Spotlight, because they're talking everything that impacts your life. Those shows are amazing. I call them shows, podcasts, whatever. But you definitely want to connect Friday nights, right, Daryl? That's when it airs.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead and finish up that promo.
We'll be talking to Mike E. And I thought it would be good, Mike, to just bring in some of the guys who, the guitarists, who have really provided to me what I feel to be the backbone of many of the artists. And a lot of folks don't even know that for example, Kern Brantley is going to be with us, and Eric Bice. And these are guys who started out, in a local church here in Detroit, playing with Whitney, playing with the Clarks, and the Winans, and Kern He's on all around the world now. We're going to be talking to him from China. And Eric Bryce, last time I talked to him, he was backing up Patti LaBelle, and these are legendary pioneers who started out on 6 Mile and Livernois. Right here in the city.
Studio.
So we're talking to them, and got a lot of good stuff coming up on Spotlight. Got a lot of good stuff coming up. So keep it locked and keep it to DigiPraise.
Absolutely. So, well, I'm not gonna steal Carol Burnett's and say I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm just not gonna do that. But I just want you to know.
But you just did it.
Well, no, I said I wasn't gonna do it. I didn't do it, so that doesn't count.
But that's like Siri, but you just did.
Just go ahead, Kim. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Well, I'll just say, hey, so listen, tonight
you were not going to do it. You did it.
I didn't do it. I said I wasn't going to do it. That's different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes it different.
That's right. But I will say we're popping on Pop-Up Praise, and we're going to be popping every week on Pop-Up Praise. So you want to definitely and go ahead.
New music too every week.
Every week. And we're going to tell you where it is. We want you to follow us. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or as my niece said, my little baby niece, subscribe to the channel. We want you to share, tell a friend. We want you playing it in your car on Siri Radio. We want you playing the music, and we want you singing the music because it's great music, and I'm excited. So thank you for joining us here in Pop-Up Praise. I'm going to go out with Prayer Changes Things again. Before I go, though, my partners here, and we're not partners in crime. We're partners in good stuff. My partners here, what y'all have to say to wrap us up tonight?
I'm gonna say it was a pleasure being here, and for me, and I'm known for the pop-up thing. I'll show up on anybody's stage if I happen to be in the building during the time. And Daryl, I went to the commission reunion, and they was like, "Man, you can't really go up there now." I said, "Watch, watch this. Let me show you something about life, bro." You know what I mean? So popping up in your living room, in your car, in your kitchen,
on your phone,
and on your phone, and I'm having a blast doing it. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for believing in me this whole time, and including me, because so often our brother gets tossed by the wayside.
Oh, never. I'll be
so hurt.
Oh,
I'm just
kidding. Godfather of Gospel Radio.
Yes, sir.
That's you, Daryl.
Well, I just want to say it's been a joy. It continues to be a joy. Okay, I thought I was talking. Okay. It's been a joy participating on this pop-up. We're going to be popping up on the regular. And we definitely want you to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you all.
Absolutely. And on that note, and also drop your comments, because we want to know what you think, what you like, what you want to hear from us, what you want us to create. Let us know. And we're going to head out of here on Prayer Changes Things. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining us here on Pop-Up Praise.
When the night feels heavy and the storm won't move, when the tears are falling and you don't know what to do, there's a place you can run to, a name you can call, and the moment you live that prayer, he hears it all. He said, "Men ought always to pray and never faint. Keep on calling meet you right where you stand. 'Cause prayer changes things. Oh, prayer changes things. In the name of Jesus, mountain move and angels sing. He said, ask anything in my name and I will do it. So no matter what you're going through, just pray. 'Cause prayer changes things. When your strength is fading and your hope feels low, when the answers hide from you and the path won't show, lift your voice to heaven. Don't you let your faith slip. For heaven starts moving every time your hands are lifted. He said men are always to pray and never faint. Keep on pressing in, he's never failed the same. 'Cause prayer changes things. Oh, prayer changes things. In the name of Jesus, every chain comes undone, every captive free. He said, ask anything in my name and I will do it. So no matter what you're walking through, just pray. 'Cause prayer changes things. Pray when you're weary. Prayer changes. Pray when you're broken. Prayer changes. Pray in the morning. Pray in the midnight. Pray with your tears. Pray with your praise. Prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. He promised he would do it. So keep on praying, keep on